Oh yeah, we told, we told Ramil, we told, we told Ramil, we told Ramil, we told Ty City, we told all them characters. We told Super Sly, we told Angry Man, we told everyone that the great crash out is here. The great crash out is here, right? The rapture. The rapture. Why did so many people want the rapture to happen on 9/23? And because the rapture didn't happen on 9/23, they wanted the rapture to happen on 9/24. This is Christian nationalism taken to the next level. People are asking to be taken to the next level. We had a day. See, no man knows the day or knows the hour. But we had people on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and all over social media saying that they was gonna get raptured. The rapture. They were saying the rapture was gonna take them on 23 or 24. And the rapture failed them. See, this is the false Christianity that we are falling for. The Erica Kirkism, the Charlie Kirkism, the let's not forget about the Romanian poor childrenism, right? It's nasty work out here. It's nasty work out here. Nasty work out here. No, but we're not gonna get into it. We're gonna wait a little bit before we get into it, right? We're gonna talk a little bit of stuff that people don't need to hear, but they need to hear. I'm not gonna talk about the Jews and the small hats. So let's talk about Trump in his, and so he's giving money to HBCUs while going after a sister or a byproduct company of Johnson and Johnson. So Kenvue, Kenvue, Kenvue is actually who Kenvue is actually who makes Tylenol, right? You like that, right? Kenvue is actually who makes Tylenol. They're not just making Tylenol, right, as a side company of Johnson and Johnson. Kenvue actually is producing Tylenol or what we call acetaminophen, acetaminophen, acetaminophen. And Trump is against the women taking Tylenol, against the pregnant women taking Tylenol. Trump is saying that these women are popping too many Tylenol pills that's causing them to have liver toxicity, like toxicity of their liver, he- hepatic toxicity of their liver, and that toxicity of their liver from taking too many Tylenol is crossing the barrier between mother and child, right? You have a blood brain barrier, and a blood brain barrier is where that alcohol, them drugs, that life, the visualities of all that crosses into reality, right? So Trump is saying don't put the children on drugs by getting them hooked on acetaminophen prior to their birth and development. Trump is saying, and I'm not even mad at Trump. I'm not mad at Trump, right? 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 Oh, now I don't know. This is rapture stuff. Oh no, it's not rapture stuff, man. Nah, hell nah. Because that's what the Peter Thiel Palantir Xavier 1000 first artificial intelligent warfare through the technocrats exist. See, Gabe, nigga, I know it. See, Gabe, I know you niggas. See, Gabe, I know you niggas. I know you niggas. Y'all create problems just to solve them. See, I know AI companies that work for major hospital companies that planted bugs just so the hospital company could pay them a ransom and get the ransom money, and then they fix the bugs. See, y'all don't know how this gangster shit go, nigga. See, I've been thugging, nigga. I seen the whole play from healthcare, from the fourth industrial wave, from the gig economy, nigga. I seen it all. God bless me with the vision, not to cause the vision, but to have the vision, to see it all, right? And see, this is what we gotta talk about it, right? See, we'll get to the Dallas crash out, right? The Dallas crash out happened at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. And they're running around telling you that some special agents got hit by weaponry. No space, no special agent got hit. No special agent got hit. No special agent got hit. Let me tell you something, right? This guy his name is Joshua John. And I looked up his name is Joshua is a normal actual biblical name. Joshua is a normal biblical name, but his last name John, Jahn, is not normal. The last name John J. See, when people ask you who you are, they're really asking who is your damn daddy, nigga. And with a person with a last name John, Jahn, he's fatherless. He's fatherless. John. Jahn. He's a fatherless man. He's a bastard. He's a bastard. He's a bastard. This man that see the difference between see he's not the first Dallas sniper, right? Micaiah. There was see there was a brother that was rocking around with the NFAC, the no fucking around coalition, Micaiah, and he was a Dallas sniper, and he sniped out Dallas and took out a couple of officers, more than a couple of officers, like 6 officers, about 5 to 6 years ago, right? Left my ass off. I haven't seen Pastor live in a while. Nigga, I'm back in this shit. Nigga, I'm talking this real shit. And niggas don't be fucking with me because I be talking this real shit. Shout out to motherfucking Ramil. And nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I don't stop investing in YouTube because YouTube is not the investment real life is. And I'm telling you, there's a great white crash out that's happening right now. Right? And because Ramil is in the chat, I'm gonna drop this link just so this nigga can like hopefully this nigga motherfucking pull up. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some real shit that I'm talking about, right? That's some real shit I'm talking about, right? See, the reality of it is these white people are crashing out. And matter of fact, I'm glad Ramil pulled up. You know what? You know what I'm saying? You always thank God for all the blessings and all the interactions and everything that God puts upon you for you to engage with and overcome. So that's just why I thank God for the chat. And daggone Ramil hit the motherfucking chat and said, laughing my ass off, haven't seen a pastor live in a while. Cause I be trying to work, nigga. These niggas out here don't motherfucking hit my cash app, and I don't ask niggas to hit my cash app. But the reality of it is Satan is on the run. What's good, man?
Hello, hello.
Yeah. What's good?
Can't hear shit. Hold on.
Like I hear you. But see, I want to get into this Dallas sniper shit.
Check. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Who the fuck can I hear nothing?
Like, I can hear you. Your internet ain't working, but it's all fine. It's all dandy.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
you in the building?
I can hear. I can hear now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. I'm late night working and shit, and nigga, this pop up. Yo ass shit. You be wilding out. Like help me stay up a little longer. But what you going on about now, man?
What I'm going on about now is this Dallas sniper, Ramil. See, I told you when you was on Tie City Channel, I told you that the great white crash shot was going to happen, and you wasn't ready for that. You wasn't ready to hear that, nigga. Now you seeing it.
How's this? Okay. All right. What do you mean the great white crash out? I'm trying to understand. Like yeah, you're right. I don't think this gonna happen. I don't think white people are just
No,
gonna.
no, 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 no. It's happening right now. Why did this young white man that's 29 years old shoot? And so actually he didn't actually delete any um ICE detainees. He actually deleted two Mexican nationalists that were being transported by an ATF agent.
Okay, I get that. So the thing is, okay, so this reminds me of like when they show one black person who gets murked by the police. When we only know it only happens like, you know, a few 10 times a year or something like that. So just because they show an isolated incident of a white person, wilding out, I don't think that's a great white.
No, 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 no. These are no, no, no. These are not isolated incidents. These are coupled incidents, and the reason why these incidents are coupled, and the reason why the United States government sees the white man as the biggest crash out, and they are either staging as night crawlers these events when white men crash out. Because why are all these crash outs
So
having
if it's
engraved
staged,
bullets? Explain to me the engraved
exactly.
bullets then.
So if it's staged, then it's not a crash. It's a staged event.
No, 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 no. You can crash out in a stage. So like look, so have you had so remember have you ever played sports before?
Yes, I did. Yes,
What sport have you ever played?
I was track and field. I did wrestling. Um, played football a little bit, but really mostly track and
Oh
field.
no 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 stop there at football, right? Stop there at football, right?
I said a little bit. I only played for
So
like
so you
1 year.
so you remember when in the Seahawks in the playoffs, right? Where that person didn't play in their position and they made a wrong move and they hurt the team, right?
Hmm.
So what I'm saying is when you're playing in a position, you can't hurt the team. And what I'm saying is what's happening is white people are hurting the team of America. White people are crashing out. They're hurting the team of America,
What do you mean that
right?
crashing out? Like because the dude shot somebody? I'm
Yes, yes, because look. So,
a
so
one
this
incident.
started. No, no. This started about a couple of months ago, Ramil, when in Arkansas, when a young so-called teacher jumped out and stabbed two parents in front of their parent in front of their kids, trying to attack the young girls, and daggone white people crashing out and like stabbing and attacking and hurting people on the next level. See, you think that niggas are crashing out. Niggas are not crashing out. Niggas are living through.
I don't think anybody crashing out. That's the thing. I think these are isolated incidents. Now, if you got
No, so
specific,
how many isolated incidents do you need to have? Because they say that
there needs
Charlie
to be a
Kirk.
spike. There needs to be a spike in crime from white men, like a huge
There
spike.
is a spike in crime from white men. You had the Charlie Kirk shooter supposedly shooting from a rooftop. You had this person that deleted these people in Dallas, the Dallas white boy sniper, Joshua Jahan, Jahn, 29 years old, that was shooting from a rooftop that had engraved bullets. See, you had the transgender with engraved bullets. He was a furry with the red hair. Then you had the Charlie Kirk shooter with engraved bullets. You had the Dallas shooter with engraved bullets. It's too coincidental. So I know that white people are crashing out, but at the same time, it's too coincidental. I feel like the powers that be know that the great white crash out is happening right in front of our eyes, and you fail to realize.
So when I go outside, I don't see. I mean, like I said, everybody. If there's a huge spike in crime from white people, then I would say, yeah, that's a crash out. But these isolated incidents don't. I mean, I need to see numbers. I don't just see a news story and say, "Oh my God, everybody's crashing out." Like that's the type of like the
How many
data.
news stories do you need to see
I
of
don't.
white men crashing out?
No, no, the
before you
data.
believe believe that it's a great white crash
For
out.
me to believe there's a great white crash out, the data or some sort of.
See, niggas will rely on data. You a Palantir looking ass nigga. Did you put some money in? Did you put some money in? Did
I
you
mean,
invest in Palantir? You
nah,
data,
because
you data,
the
you data,
FBI,
you
the
data
FBI
face.
does the
You a
data.
data face. Don't forget the FBI. You a data face. I don't care about none of this. Do you really care about numbers if you ain't investing in numbers? See,
Yeah,
I
before
got
I saw
money in
the
Palantir. I
before a
got
great
money in
white crash
Palantir,
out,
so I'm invested in that shit that you talking about.
that's good. That's probably a smart move. But the when you say there's a whole group of people about to crash out, I need more than just one, like a isolated media
So
event.
how many? How many? So you already seen them try to take out Trump, and they don't know anything about
Okay,
that
so
kid. You already see. Hold on. You already seen them try to take out Trump at his own golf course, and you don't know what that mean. You already know that they can't even prove if Charlie Kirk was hit by a 30 AUX 6 or from behind his head with a 22 LR or a 22 mag. Let me tell you something. The Israeli government loves the 22 LR. And the 22 LR, how many, what's the most murderous round in America? So I'm a trauma nurse. I work in trauma. I work
mhm.
with dead people, right? I work with niggas getting shot and killed and stabbed and shit. Tell me what's the most murderous round in America?
As far as bullet wise,
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I know it's probably gonna be a hollow. Definitely gonna be a hollow point. I just don't know what type
What
of.
round is it a no? It's not even a hollow point. It's a 22 LR.
Hmm.
A 22 long range is the most deadly round in the United States of America, and Israel uses it as part of their defense weaponry.
Okay.
You'd be surprised what a 22 LR can do. You'd be really a 223 is nothing but a somewhat of a stronger 22 LR. You'd be surprised what a 22 LR can do and how accurate it is. There's a reason why the Olympics and shooting ranges have the 22 LR competition.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like if I find stories of any race killing each other every day, is that a crash? A great Mexican crash out? Is it when niggas kill each other every day? Is that a great crash out for niggas? I mean, that's why I go off the numbers.
So the reason why when niggas kill each other every day, so do you equate street politics to actual governance of United States politics? Because I would argue with you, because honestly, I would agree with you. Um, the political game is starting to mimic the drill rap game. Donald Trump is looking more like Lil Durk. He looking like King Don, not like King Von. So and that argument I would agree with you, but you would have to agree with me that there's a great white crash out if they are having to work in that realm.
Okay. Yeah. So again, I just don't think people of the same race murking each other constitutes a crash out unless there's a spike in the crime. Media stories don't. This is how people they get so hypnotized by media stories. This is why black people like to play victim so much because a media story will hit the news and then we just think that's an everyday occurrence, which is not.
Every day this is occurring. See, the problem is you're not. See, the problem is. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something,
All right, man, tell me
Ramil.
what it is, man.
Let me tell you something to your face, my nigga. You a Chicago nigga. See. Your roots is down south. So so you think you schooling me,
I don't
but
think
your
I'm not here to
roots,
school.
no, 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 no. Your roots come from your FBA roots. come from the South, nigga, for me. So the reality of it is, what they doing is they committing these crimes, dog, and they trying to hide their face behind black people, and you know this is happening,
Why are they trying to hide
and
behind
see,
black
and look, white people are crashing out on each other. They're crashing out. See, let me tell you something, right? They can say that black people kill Malcolm X, but black people didn't kill Martin Luther King. We ain't, black people don't kill our so-called leaders. White people kill their leaders. They delete their leaders. They are the great white crash out. They are the ones that are going to destroy this country. They are the ones that's destroying the diplomacy of this country. They are the ones that are destroying the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the third,
people?
the fourth, the
What do
fifth,
you
the
mean they're
sixth, and
destroying
every
it?
other amendment
What do you mean they're destroying the
because they contradict it.
they created the shit.
But they're contradicting it. So that's just why it's not lasting. And the reason, and what I'm telling you is,
It's lasting
you
for me.
not you trying to hold the standard of their laws. I know. Let me tell you something, nigga. You study law, nigga, and I study law too, nigga. So we can get into this shit. So with you studying their laws as a black man, you want to uphold their laws. What I'm telling you is, because they see it all falling down, they're breaking all their laws. That's the reason why we had a great white crash out today in Dallas, sniping
So was it a crash?
actual Mexican people.
Was
No,
the
he shot.
DC was the
So
DC
he
sniper
hit.
crash
He
out?
only hit Mexican people. He didn't hit no white
Okay. And then allegedly hit
federal
himself.
agents.
Allegedly hit himself after that. But was the DC snipers crash? Like, is that the Great Black crash out? DC snipers?
Yes, the DC sniper was a great. Hold on. So I'm glad you said that.
Because you're
I'm glad
encompassing
you
all
said
black
that.
people in that. So you're encompassing all white people in a couple
So
of groups.
I got a picture of that nigga, right? So that nigga right there, who was he? You talking about him? You talking about him?
Oh, let me put the screen. I don't got the screen. Hold on.
Yeah. Talking about him?
Why you got a picture of this nigga on standby ready to?
Yeah,
How
my
you?
nigga. Cause he was a crash out. The reason why he crashed out is because he was mad at the family court system. He was mad at white America and them keeping from his kids, and how his black baby
No,
mama
but is that the
uses
Great
kids
Black
against him.
crash out though? Is that the Great Black? Are you? Is not? I'm saying we know he crashed out, but the Great is the Great Black crash out happening because of the DC sniper?
No, so a bunch of black men didn't follow up and do it. So if a bunch of black men followed up and did it, then it would be the great black crash
Okay,
out. But what
okay.
we're seeing is, hold on, what we're seeing is a bunch of white men are supposedly coming off the rooftop, Ramil. And see, you ain't ready for this. See, you nigga, you're not ready to debate me on this
I
on the
didn't know what
great
to
white
debate.
crash out.
Look, I mean, all y'all be talking about the Great White Crash out. I honestly think it's silly. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
No, it's not silly. It's not
I
silly
think
until it's in your face.
that's
Because
my opinion.
Donald Trump was sending the great white crash out to your city, Chicago.
Yeah. So, like I said, the great. I mean, racists killing each other,
No,
intra-racial crime.
what if racists want to take out a couple of niggas like you, Ramil, before they take out each other? See, deaf culture, deaf rock is part of white culture. And if you don't think they will hurt a couple of niggas before they hurt themselves, you are out
They've
your
been hurting
mind.
themselves. They definitely been hurting themselves. They've been killing each
But
other.
they're gonna hurt you in the process.
And that's why this that's the fear among like
See,
you
see,
know
see,
white
see,
people.
see, you call me a fearmonger. You call me a fearmonger.
Didn't you
But
hear the
see,
history
it's
of that?
but see, Ramil, let me tell you something, Ramil. If I see Ramil,
I'm not
if
worried about
I
white
if
people. I'm just
remember,
worried about
hold on, Ramil. If I'll hurt me, you don't think I'll hurt you?
it depends. I mean, I mean, like I said, I just don't think white people are. the primary worry of black people right now because we always focus on them. That's that white people PTSD I be talking about. Like black people got white people PTSD. Like they always think white people thinking about them when they really don't be thinking about niggas at all. Um, they really don't. And
So if white people weren't worried about black people, why are white people? Why are they? Why are white people trying to pick up TP USA on HBCU campuses rather than PWI campuses? Did you know that?
what you mean they just went to the HB? Well, first that wasn't Turning Point. That was some white people, but they just started going to
No,
HBCU
no, no,
campuses.
no, 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 no. Stop that. What did Turning Point tell people to do? They told people to go out and start their own Turning Point USAs.
And there are
So
none at HBCUs.
these were people attempting to start their own Turning Point USAs on black college campuses and caught that L in Tennessee, nigga.
They weren't trying to start a chapter. They were trying to do the prove me wrong.
No, they try. So prove me wrong. So
Pull
prove
up the
me
video,
prove.
man. They try to do the prove me wrong shit. They
No,
put the signs out there.
I ain't pulling up no video. The people know.
Yeah, but
The
I'm just
people
saying
know. You know. This is just like when I said it. Like when I said it, you knew what I was talking about. The people know what I'm talking about. So this is a conversation. We ain't gotta react to nobody videos because we know what they saying about us though. But so when it boiled down to it, those white boys got pushed off that university because they were not trying to have that diabolical dialect between each other. Like were we trying to have a southern
that was the
country
first time I
talk
seen that.
about.
That was the first time I seen them try to do that prove me wrong at a HBCU. I mean, I wouldn't be trying to do that shit at a HBCU. I mean, them niggas ain't
No,
trying
no,
to.
no, 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 because HBCUs are safer for white people.
How when they got ran off, they didn't get murked. Charlie Kirk got murked at a white school.
Exactly. No, 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 no. Say it again. Say it
Oh,
again.
okay. You
Say it
said they're
again.
safer. Okay, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you said they're
They're
safer.
safer. They're safer. Black people will cry and yell and scream, "Get these racists out of here!" Blah 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 blah. Rather than actually
Murk
Nat
them. Like
Turner they ass.
I give you okay. So I give you this. If the prove me wrong probably would be safer at HBCUs than doing shit at Utah Valley or some shit.
Exactly, nigga. Like so, black people are not gonna go full Nat Turner at a prove me wrong.
It was close, but they're not. But I
No,
give
they
you that.
did not. It wasn't even close.
Nigga, if them police
They
weren't there,
walked
if the police
those
weren't there, would
black
have stomped them
people.
niggas out. If the
They
police weren't there, they would have.
walked. They no. They walked him out as a group. It was a group
No,
of
nah,
black
nah,
people that walked
nah,
him
nah,
out.
nah, nah, nah. That ain't what happened. Them
It
niggas,
is what happened.
if them niggas was gonna stomp them niggas out if the police wasn't there. Them niggas was
No, they was not. They was so you a white supremacist, nigga.
no. I'm a reality. I live in
No,
reality.
you're a white supremacist, Ramil. So why do you think educated SAT, ACT, high scoring HBCU black people were going to
I
stomp him
swear,
out rather
nigga.
than walk him
First of all,
out?
that's first of all,
No,
Tennessee State
they walked him out, walked him out,
definitely ain't walked a nigga
walked
out.
him out.
They were gonna beat their ass. That's just a fact. All
No,
right.
they was not. They didn't beat his
Did you see them?
ass.
They said they were going to if the police weren't there.
No, they was
They
not.
were putting their hands on dude, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, look, like, it's still safer than getting killed. I'm gonna give you that. I'm just saying, don't try to act like it was just some, you know, them white boys had no business being there. I would put it like that. The white boys
But
had no
those
business.
white boys had no business being there, but they were safe there. They didn't get Charlie Kirk.
You're right. They did not. They did not
And
get shot.
you know niggas got Glocks. You know, so you think niggas at HBCUs are completely unstrapped and then they
No, no.
like
I'm said you right on this point. They were safer at the HBCU than being trying to pull that shit off at Utah Valley.
that's what I'm saying, my nigga.
That's for
So
sure.
the great white crash out is happening in Dallas because white people can't take Discord? Why do you think the government is now going after Discord? At one point, they was going after TikTok. Now they're going after Discord. Come on, Ramil, man,
They
you
got
got you
the,
a Chicago Ramil, you a Chicago player, my nigga.
I mean, the thing is,
You talk to Kevin Samuels
I
and
don't mean
shit. Hold
shit.
on, let me
I
hold on,
don't
let
mean
me
a goddamn thing, man.
hold on, let me pull this shit up. No, nigga, you done talked to motherfucking my nigga, you was on live streams with Kevin
Nigga, that
Samuels, my
don't mean
nigga.
shit, nigga. Also, I see we got some people. We got you got that nigga Rude Imp in the building. We got I see Gay Bay down there, Jay Cavorcier. We
Nah,
got
Rudent, my nigga.
pull up.
See, people don't fuck with Rudent because people cut Rudent off because people cut Rudent off because he was a predator. I didn't cut
What?
Rudep off because I don't think Rudep is a predator. I think he got caught in a predatorial situation, just like
Oh man, y'all gotta stop with that shit, man. Y'all gotta stop with that shit. Yo, how can a fucking 11? I remember that shit, bro. How the fuck an 11-year old? Y'all, man. I'm telling you, this virtue signal shit has got to fucking stop. Okay, like
nah. You be letting these white pedophiles get off.
ain't nobody. How the fuck you a pedophile? Can you be a child pedophile? Don't make no fucking sense.
So why did Donald Trump and Epstein get
That's
a
not the same.
bronze
I'm
statue in front of the Washington D.C. Monumentum today in front of the Washington Monumental Mall?
what you mean? Some Democrats bought that statue or some shit. I mean that. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, let me tell you something. So, I don't think that Rue Demp is a pedophile because he was a child. So to this day, I'm standing on this shit. Rue Demp was a child. He's not a pedophile. Maybe you can call him a child predator
it's not
that
any dog.
learned better.
Dog that he didn't eat. Dog, he's a fucking dog. Y'all niggas be tripping, bro.
He's a child predator that learned better, my nigga.
How you
So
a child
I don't
predator? That
put
don't make no fucking sense. That does not make sense.
I don't think that Rue Demp is an Epstein nigga.
Dog, he's not even. Dog, this shit's not even close. How the fuck? So now, because I hear all this shit about people don't know what they doing when they're young, but now all of a sudden, when it comes to like black men and black boys, I think I remember hearing about like he was like 10 or 11 or something. How the fuck is an 11-year old even considered that? I don't understand. Like, is people that thirsty to demonize like black men and boys when now they're gonna treat them like a grown ass man when they're 11? I just don't understand. I mean, that's like I said, man. The virtue signaling online to where everything that a black person, black man, or black boy does is just evil, even when
Mhm.
they're a fucking not even a preteen. To me, that shit is just crazy. Now,
It is crazy. It is crazy. I think that as children we are exposed to so much craziness and insanity, right? And then when adults allow insanity to happen, it's easy to blame a child. And so I'm not a rude Demp sympathizer, but I believe in the rude I believe in the redemption of Rude Demp. And I don't I'm not even a
honestly, I don't
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah. You
I
know what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
It is what
Nobody.
it
And it's
is.
another thing too, man. Like as far as like, cause I remember barely hearing about the shit. But the thing is, like, nobody needs any. Like people look at my situation. Nobody needs any like from YouTube. Nobody needs any sympathy. Nobody needs any validation. Nobody needs any. I mean, people gonna say what they say. I'm just saying, like,
Your situation is extremely, I think, a little bit different. I think that
it's way
you
different. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, nobody comes on
hold on,
YouTube.
hold on. How old were you? How old were you? Because I've been in a bad situation too. See, they try to take my medical license because a 42-year-old woman sucked my dick while I was on the clock as a 22-year-old nurse.
Okay, well, like I said, I just think that
So how old were you when your shit happened, Romeo?
when I was 24. I was 24 years old when I was
No,
uh
when you were pandering. You were pandering.
it's actually called promoting prostitution.
No, you were pandering. You were pandering to what a bitch will actually do for some money. So you were pandering. So how were you?
24,
Uh-huh. And how was the bitch?
19,
Damn, what? So why did they try to play you as some on some other shit?
because they charged me with the whole category of Craigslist in that whole area.
You got
And
caught up.
so,
You got caught up in a broken Rico in a. They were trying to pull a Rico
you
together,
know what, you
but
might be right about that. But the thing was, so I beat uh, when I actually that's another thing too. So when I beat the charge, fucking that don't get covered though. I don't even talk about the shit right now. I'm still actually suing Cook County for that right now. We actually in litigation, so I can't really, you
yeah,
know.
don't go into it because I really think
We
you
got
have
a
a good
lawsuit
argument.
pending right now. We got a. I'm literally in litigation with Cook County right now as we speak. So we're literally at war right now over that shit,
Hmm
over that bullshit. And so that's because I don't let these people get off of me. If I get pulled over for a speeding ticket, as soon as I beat it, I'm suing the police and the city. I don't nobody finna get off on me, uh, government included.
hmm You shouldn't let them niggas get off on some real nigga shit. See, they tried to tell me that I was a motherfucking a Christian Zealot. So that nigga super sly called tried to call me. Nah, nigga, I'm a real nigga that believe in God, nigga. I'm a real nigga that believe in God, nigga. And I know that we be going through it, right? And I know that these women be doing what they be doing, and it's 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 financially gaining when you look at a lot of men that ain't winning from what these women are actually doing. And if you know these women that's cool with you and having fun with you, and they see you and they see you allowing that freedom but protection. See, that's just why you got caught pandering, nigga. Because if a nigga would have done one of them hoes wrong and not paid them bitches, you would have came through and supplied that defense, nigga.
Yeah, look, that was a long time ago. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, that makes you an Israel. That makes you a Israel nigga. That makes you. That, no. See what that makes you. Let me tell you what that makes you, Ramil. See,
Go
let me
ahead.
tell you. Let me tell you how you was acting, nigga. You was acting like America, and the bitch was Israel out here committing all kinds of crimes against motherfucking humanity, nigga. But you was out here
Like a
for
crime.
you was out here backing that shit as a so-called handler. Nah,
Like
nigga,
I say, man,
nah.
look, that was way back in the day. That's that, and I don't. At the end of the
No,
day,
I get it. Now it is back in the
the,
day, but
but the
it's
problem
still
is
to
this.
this day.
The problem is the state of Illinois is about to legalize sex work, and they about to legalize the employment of sex workers, and
No, they not legalizing sex work. They decriminal. So you're playing
no,
with words. You're
no,
playing
no,
with
no, no,
words.
no, no, no,
They're
no. They're
de- they
trying
they
to.
decriminalizing.
And no, no, I understand the
Decriminalizing and
word.
legalizing are two different things.
I understand. Yes, that's why I said legalization. They're trying to legalize sex work and the employment of sex workers. There's a whole bill pending in Illinois right now.
Well, that was done in Nevada, and if you have a lot
Yeah,
of
it was.
unemployed, if you have a whole lot of unemployed women and a whole lot of single lonely men, what do you now do? Especially you have a whole lot of Coach Greg Adams, preaching to the
I mean, they're gonna
preaching
legalize it.
niggas.
Illinois is gonna be the first state to legalize. They got the bill already on deck. They already got the press conferences. They got the sex worker bitches doing the press conference. We need this. We need in about
So
a
are
couple
you
years.
are you mad that you mad that they legalizing it
No, I'm not mad.
when
No, because if they legalize it,
so are you
shit.
going to so do you think it's a industry that you and other brothers should
Fuck
partake in?
yeah. If they legalize that shit, Fuck yes, nigga. The white, what's that nigga name? Dennis Hoff was in Nevada, legally pimping, had a fucking whole TV show. If Illinois legalizes sex work and the employment of sex work, because I read the bill actually legalizes the employment of sex workers as long as you keep a safe place or some shit, some other
Mm-hmm.
facts in there. But they literally telling you how to pimp in the bill, the Illinois fucking bill. They
My
got
nigga, so Ramil, if so you my nigga, and I'll give you my email address and everything. We keep it 100. And if you I'll hook up with logistics, which is a true company that sells see back
check
in
this
during
out,
the
bro.
so so
Look,
so
if you want to partner with
hold
me,
on,
look,
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So back during the pandemic, so I got that bread, right? So back during the pandemic, women couldn't get their pap smears and shit. You can't be out here if Chicago legalized it, you can't be out here selling dirty pussy, my nigga.
I
You
think
can't be moving dirty pussy.
you're actually right about that. I think the bill has to like they got to provide for like testing and shit. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
They ran down.
So logistics is going to come into play. Mary J. Blige was the face of logistics during the Super Bowl when the logistics had a damn had a damn had a commercial. So I'm heavily invested in logistics and getting these women tested with pap smears. You need gynecologists. You need the thing about it because you know
All right, well,
HPV
let me
is
tell you,
on
but
the
let me say this.
rise and
Let me
all
say
that shit.
this. You're right about that, but the thing is, like I said, if they do legalize it, I would definitely that would strengthen my case. But as far as actually going back in and doing, I would have to. The only reason why I would think about it is just because dealing with a lot of bitches are annoying. Like that shit is not a flashy like managing women for a living is not the like all roses and shit. Like that's not like a
So it's right. I understand. I work as an I'm a registered nurse. I work in trauma nursing. When you see working in trauma nurse, you see people get shot, stabbed, and women in their emotions and dealing with all this shit. So the reality of it is, I understand we're dealing with a lot of women and how they deal with emotions and how they deal with trauma.
that
I
shit's not
get it,
fun.
right? It's not fun, right?
No.
And a woman getting fucked with, and see, a woman getting fucked for money, her pussy cold, right? And me and see, so how do you motivate a woman to keep her pussy warm, right? So the way to keep a John happy is for him to always have a warm pussy to listen to and to fuck in. But if these women are so broken and so hollow and so done that they mind is gone and they pussy is cold and hollow, how can you sell it, my nigga?
All right, so check this out, bro. I'm not the seller of pussy, but the thing is, you really I'm gonna tell you right now, you really overthinking this shit, dog. Like a
Now
pussy's a
I ain't
pussy.
overthinking it, but
A nigga
I'm
don't give a
dealing with. I'm,
fuck.
I'm looking
Bro.
at when. Well, see, you got to think about this shit when
No,
you
you
think
do not,
about what
dog.
you.
These are fucking tricks. Let me get out of there, bro. Like, bro,
So
these
hold on,
fucking
hold on, hold on, hold on. So hold on. So this is my thing, right? So Ramil, this is my problem with niggas like you, Ramil. I think that I think you, I think you, I think you underestimate the complexity of the trick. That's reason why the trick is able to knock you for your bitch.
I
Cause
know
the
I'm not underestimating. I'm just saying that it's not. I'm not okay. So once again, I'm not in that capacity, but at the but at that time, let's say this: if Illinois legalizes this shit and you start getting the bras ready, you, you don't have to worry about how good her pussy is. Okay, like that's not like I mean, I don't know. Like you thinking too deep into this.
Nah, so what I'm thinking is, I'm telling you, man, like when niggas can tell that it's a cold trick, see, I know
They
this
don't
shit. I
care.
talk.
They're fucking
They do
tricks.
care. They do. See, I'm telling you, they do care. You know what I'm saying? You hear that? You hear the background? Hear the
Yeah, I hear that
background,
black
nigga?
crowd in the background too, man.
Nah, nigga, you hear that shit right, nigga? I'm in Waco, Texas, nigga. Central Texas, nigga. Everything come through this bitch. You hear them 18 wheelers coming through. I talked to all these niggas, these all these lot lizards and all these bitches. They want them the hoes to listen. They want these hoes to be there. They want to form. You hear that? You hear them trucks coming through, nigga. I'm a registered nurse, nigga. I work in hospital to hospital. So therefore I'm around truckers, I'm around construction workers, I'm around people that travel, nigga. I'm around transit action. And healthcare is also transit. So me reading the transit action and sex is also transit as well. It's not this transactional, it's transit. It moves, nigga. It moves. So therefore, what I'm telling you is all these movers and shakers of transit sex are looking for a form of want, a form of warmth. When you look for a hotel or a place to stay, you're looking for a place of warmth, clean sheets, clean pillows, a place to warm and feel good and get your sleep on, get your rocks off, get your sleep off, get your shit off that you've been dealing with all that day. That's the game, and that's what these hoes is providing. And if you lose the ideology of that, you lost your ideology of moving these hoes for the people. See. Remember, when you move these hoes for the money, you moving these hoes for the devil. When you move these hoes for the people, you moving these hoes
Like I said,
for
I
some
ain't
form of
move. I
righteousness.
said, like you're one of those if you was to get in the game, you're one of them what's the word I'm looking for?
Go
You worried
ahead, tell me
about
about it.
you worried about customer service and shit. Like
I am.
this
I
ain't this ain't
am. I
McDonald's,
am.
bro.
I
Like,
am. So you. So Ramil, how can you get in the game and not worry about customer service? You a poor businessman.
I mean, it's you gotta understand, man. Like I
Now
don't,
you a poor
I don't.
businnesman. Say it, Ramil.
You too worried about them tricks, nigga. You too worried about
No, I'm
selling the
not
trick.
worried about them tricks. I'm worried about creating good business, my nigga. It's not about making tricks happy. It's about creating good business. And you want to create good business, man. And everything, and look, even forget these hoes, man. Forget these hoes. That's ridiculous. We talking ridiculous, right? Look, I work in the health industry, man. No matter if a crackhead come to me
That's
or
different. Now, if you're
or
talking about
or
actual
no,
service,
no, a service, no, sex
I
service is
understand
just
that.
as it's sex. Hold on, Ramil. Is sex service a part of healthcare service?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The sex, what? A sex worker has nothing to do with a healthcare
Yes,
worker.
it does.
What's the relationship between you and a female sex
No,
worker?
it's sex service, healthcare service.
I mean, they might be. I mean, I understand if you're saying they're intertwined, but they're not the same service. They're not
If
even
no,
close.
there's no such thing as intertwined, and they're the same. It's sex service, healthcare service.
Right. So look, I just don't think customer service is a big deal when it comes to I guess sex work because the female literally is enough. Like these you giving these tricks too. We talking about the tricks can tell the pussy. These niggas don't. I mean, you're a very. I'll put it like this. You're very empathetic. Is that the word? You have a lot of empathy for these tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
uh,
if you don't have the empathy for the trip, what's the point of doing what you? What's the point of what's the point of making sex transit? Right, check this right.
there's no
If
point
you're
if it's
not
illegal.
no, Ramil, let me ask you this question, right? If you're not empathy for the traveler, why have a gas station
That's
every
different. A
10 to
gas
20
station is
miles?
different. You talking about gas? You comparing that to a nigga buying pussy?
I am. I'm providing to
I
availability,
don't think pussy is the
availability, good service. Right. If you're traveling down the road and you're just pushing your car to the limits, why shouldn't you be able to have a gas station within 20 to 25 miles? So if you out here, you know what I'm saying, did fill your tank up. So if you out here in this world doing what you're doing and you providing the service like you provided, why shouldn't you provide a better service
Okay,
per
so
capita?
again, I don't think again. So first of all, you shouldn't be providing the service because it's illegal. That's the first thing. But in that arena, let's say if Illinois legalizes sex work, I mean, you're really caring a lot about a nigga who's gonna spend money anyway. If you nigga already buying pussy, he's already at the point where you know he just want to sniff the shit. He don't even give a fuck if it's been ran through or cold or whatever you say. Like you talking about a fucking trick, though. Like I don't. I
So
mean,
so so you think every trick this is again, this is the problem with American capitalism. You disrespect
not ca- this is,
your
but this is not
um
capitalism right now. I mean, it is capitalism, but this is. Look. I'm with you when it comes to legitimate business. Okay, when it comes to that, I'm always going to put my best foot forward and provide good customer service. But you're trying to compare that to like pimping the bitch out, which one
mhm.
I don't condone. But
Well,
all
that's what Donald Trump did to Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk, right? You saw how Donald Trump hugged her at the Charlie
what was
Kirk
wrong with the hug?
funeral.
I seen it. What was wrong with the hug?
The hug was he smiled and he smirked. He knew that was his girl since she was probably since probably she see Donald Trump knows how to really red shirt. See, college will red shirt you. College will legally red shirt you. Donald Trump knows how to really red shirt. He knows how to catch him at between the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, and red shirt them through beauty pageants. A lot of young girls are entered in beauty pageants at the age of 5, 6. The very pretty girls they can really
I've
stand
never
out.
seen that.
Yeah.
All the pageants I've seen, like Miss America, has been grown women.
Yeah. No, 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 no. So the Miss America are grown women, but you think it starts from there?
Yes, that's where beauty pageants start. That's the Miss
No,
Universe.
no, it starts earlier. It starts way earlier than that. So they have something called debutantes. Have you heard of a
What?
debutante?
No, that sounds like something. What the fuck is that?
A debutante is something that a lot of Divine Nine. My mother's AKA, right? She a
Mine
couple,
is too.
huh?
Mine is too, and I never heard of that.
Yeah, so it's some kind of debutante, right? So you take young pre boo pre you take young pretty girls from your family and you put them through this beauty contest. It's called a debutante. You think that beauty pageants only start at so you think baby dolls, right? Baby dolls. You think baby dolls and beauty pageants only start at the age of what,
I didn't
17,
say
18?
dolls. The only beauty pageant I ever seen was on the Miss America shit. I don't know anything about about beauty pageants.
Yeah, so there's something called debutantes where you were definitely young girls go into beauty pageants, man. So like that's what I'm saying, man. Like Ramil, I think you over like even though you in the game, you a Chicago
I'm not
nigga,
in the
but
game, nigga. But the thing is, first.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
in the
no, no,
game.
no. Your game understanding. Your game understanding. So if this game ever became legalized, I think you would get in this game, man.
Like I
Like
said, bro,
I
that's just
think
not even fun like that. Y'all got to understand. I'm saying niggas should get in if they do legalize it. Reason why I'm saying niggas should get in there is because just like with the weed, they legalized the weed, and then
mhm.
all the other groups of people were able to get in there before black men, and black men have been always jailed for smoking weed. So I'm looking
So
at
do you
the
think so do you so are you are so do you think black men should drop their standards and get into any form of communist capitalism, money for the state. So
What is communist
prostitution.
cap? What do you mean?
Well, prostitution and drug dealing, marijuana dealing. If you look at Colorado, a lot of that money got pushed into because they couldn't. You know they had a lot of that money being housed in like storage housing and shit like that. At one point, a lot of that money got pushed into housing, subsidized housing.
You talking about the tax they collected for that?
Yeah, it got tokenized into subsidized housing. That's where a lot of that marijuana money got. That's how it got like federalized.
No, that's
It got
definitely not federalized.
federalized
It's
through
not
housing.
federalized.
It got federalized through affordable housing in Colorado. Yes, that's how a
No,
lot of that marijuana got federalized. That's how a lot of that marijuana
marijuana
money
is
got
not
got
federalized.
got cleaned
It's
up.
still
It,
illegal.
that's how they cleaned up that marijuana money.
They don't have to clean. Okay, okay. Well, here's the thing. So as far as that and marijuana, I was just saying like how black people kind of missed out on the legalization of marijuana. Now there's this dispensary on every corner in Illinois, and black people don't own none of that shit. If they legalize sex work, that would be another. These are called sin businesses. Okay, they're called
Yes,
sin.
I'm glad you. You
And
know
there's
what?
nothing
You
wrong
know
with
what? You know what?
operating.
Real, I rock with you because you a real ass nigga. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, you a real ass nigga, right? So should black people get in the business of sin?
Yes, yes, for sure. You know how much fucking money casinos are sending business too. Liquor stores are sending business. These businesses generate a shitload of revenue, and a lot of times niggas are locked out because of oh, okay, I'm a Christian, blah blah. Blah. But these fucking other groups don't give a fuck,
And
right? And they're
I
religious
think
too.
no, no, no. So Ramiro, let me stop you for a second. I think that see, I'm on the side of spiritual Hulk. So you cool with spiritual Hulk too, right?
Yeah, I'm cool with spiritual. Yeah,
So you cool with spiritual Hulk too, right? You cool with
yeah,
spiritual Hulk.
yes.
Do you think that we should align more with spiritual hope, or should we align more with sin or gig culture, sex culture, gig culture, sin culture, terrorist culture,
Why
pay
you
for
trying to?
hire,
Why
gay
you
for pay
grouping all
culture?
that? No, why you grouping all of that into one
Because
thing?
it's the same, dog. It's
Sin
all the
business, not
same.
if I own a liquor store, it don't mean what does gay for pay have to
So
do with owning a liquor?
you don't think that the Dallas shooter got paid off? You don't think his family or someone received funding for his
I don't know,
terroristic
but
activity?
I do find it funny how every time it comes out that the shooter has some sort of like leftist background, all of a sudden it's a conspiracy and shit. Which it could be.
You remember back in the days when we talk about Trayvon Martin's daddy, conspiracy theorists would be like Trayvon Martin daddy was a
The
Mason and he
Mason and
got
all this
paid for
shit.
you remember that, right?
I remember, yeah, yeah.
You remember like Trayvon Martin's daddy was a Mason. So you don't think that and this even goes into militant, right? With Charlie Kirk wife and her US military, well, US Marine Corps control. Um, even if you get killed in action, don't they like give your family money
Get
and a
400,
flag and all
400,000.
that?
You get 400 bands if somebody died in the military, and your next family get 400 bands.
So what I'm saying is, what if these people are dying? What if these people are political assassinations? And like Charlie Kirk was a political assassination.
Yes, it was.
Um, you know what I'm saying? All these great white crash outs are political assassinations, man. And and white people are crashing out, and you don't want to like believe in the great white crash out
No, no, it's
because you
funny, bro.
believe no, you
There has been no indication that white on white crime has increased.
Ramil,
And then on top of that, they said that you guys said that the
stop.
white crash out is going to carry over to us. You guys said white people are going to
It
crash to
already
us.
has. Why you think these white people went to these black universities
What crime did they
to
crash out on the black folks with?
because they crashed out on their own university and lost their lives.
But they going
Like
they
like
but they you know they
Ramil.
doing a you know they still doing that university tour, right? They done fucking uh
And why are they now turning towards
they
historically
probably trying to
black
prove a point. They're
universities
not
rather
turning
than
towards
white
historical black. That
universities?
was a one off. If you look at that was if you look at the
You
schedule,
will
that was
lose your
white people.
life with the great white crash out faster than black people. Black people, like, let me tell you something. There was a sniper, right? You remember there was a sniper in Dallas, right? The sniper in Dallas was the black guy that was rocking with the No Fucking Around coalition. Was it Micaiah? You remember that, right?
Uh-huh.
So he was a sniper, right? He took out. He was actually more proficient and efficient than this white sniper. However, we've have a string of white snipers shooting people off rooftops and engraving bullets. Now, is the government doing this and setting them up, or are they really doing it? And I think that the great white crash out is really happening. You think that the great white crash out is a joke. See, I told you on Thai City Channel. See, we had a 90, see, let me tell you something, Ramil. We had a 95-year-old white woman beat another 89-year-old white woman to her
Why don't
deletion.
white crime been going on since the beginning though? This is just that's just white on white.
No,
White
no,
people
no,
do
no, no,
crimes
no,
to each
no,
other.
no.
I think niggas are just now learning that white people commit crimes against each other. This is not nothing new. White people have been committing crimes against each other since America's inception. Most white crime
No.
happens to other white people, and but it's just getting publicized now. Now
What I'm
again,
telling you is white people are committing no, 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 no.
just because the media
No,
covers it
no,
doesn't
hold on,
mean
hold
it's
on, hold
real.
on, hold on, hold on. There were Mexican nationalists that were deleted today in this
But
in
I
this
think he was
whole.
wasn't he aiming for the actual agents?
No, no, no. Whether he was aiming or whether that don't matter who he hit, right? So
Hmm.
what I'm saying is the Great White Crash Out is more than just white people. It
How is it
includes
more?
you too. It includes you too. You need to be careful out there
We all need to be
and
careful.
no, I agree with you. We like so hold on, nigga. You all
Okay,
lives
let me ask you this.
matter.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on, niggas. Hold on. So Mira, I'm telling you, your black lives matter, and you trying to tell me all lives matter.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that if I go outside, who you more worried about? If I mean, you worried about a white person murking you or a black person murking you?
A white person
How? When only
because they
they only do
crashing
stuff to
out.
black people at like the rate is so low. Okay, crimes of and even crimes against black people against white people are low too. Interracial crime is a very low statistic. Most crime happens between people of the same race. It's always been like that.
And what I'm telling you is white people are committing more crimes.
Okay, there we
And
go.
they're creating more
I can prove
sexual
that.
crimes, more trafficking crimes, more drug crimes. Let me tell you something.
I'm saying
Nazi Germany was selling meth, nigga.
I'm not disputing. I'm saying what do you have to support that white people are committing more crimes than I guess the previous 10 years or however you want to measure the.
The new crime statistics. The
Okay,
new
there we
crime
go. Well, you got on
statistics.
me about statistics, but what statistics you got? I mean, I want to see. I really want to. I want to know.
I ain't got them on, so I can't. Some on my phone now in Waco. Now at my house back in Dallas, where I can daggone. So I'm out. So thank God I'm out here in Waco, away from white crime, where they are sniping daggone um Mexican people, and they blame it on the left. They blame it on the left, right? They say, well, oh, the left was shooting at um ICE agents. Well, they were shooting at ICE agents, but they only killed Mexican people. How do we not know that that was not a white nationalist that did not think that Donald Trump was um, deporting people, fast enough.
I
Cause
mean, you
right
know,
after this shooting, no,
you
no, no.
might
Cause
be right.
right after this shooting happened, more Donald Trump and JD Vance and everyone was saying that this was and Tom and all them was saying this was not going to stop deportation and immigration. It was going to do it even more. So how do we know that this was not a attack on the right wing and ultra conservative white wing people, extra white right conservative, woke right conservative people that said that they weren't deporting fast enough and they didn't do it fast
You could be
enough
right.
and
I
they
mean,
weren't
you
killing them.
could be right, but I'm just saying, like, what do you have evidence to substantiate that?
Do you have any
Because
evidence
I
to?
noticed, yeah, because they got they showed the evidence. Now, whether the evidence is true or not, if you have something different than that, I'm listening. But I can only go off what we've been given, and even then, you got to take that with a grain of salt. But with your position, because I find it funny how when the shooter was, this is what y'all need to, when the shoot, like even with Charlie Kirk, when they found out his family was MAGA, all of a sudden, oh, the right's killing their own. But then it slowly came out that he was a fucking transgender lover, and
Well, no, no, no,
now
that
it's
don't
a
matter.
conspiracy. Now all of a sudden it's a
You can,
conspiracy.
no, 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 no. That don't matter because you can be gay and conservative. That black, what was that black guy that was in the military that was gay and ran around with Charlie Kirk?
Okay, so I'm saying transgender. So he's
Yeah, no, no, no. So they had Blair White. They had Blair White, and don't forget Ronald Reagan.
okay, but why did it start turning to conspiracies after that came out? Why couldn't it just keep saying it? Because when they said he was a MAGA, it was no conspiracies. But then when the gay stuff started to come out, the bullet writing started to come out, all of a sudden it was a goddamn conspiracy.
Because I think that MAGA, I think the right wing is
From what I
hiding
saw, MAGA was
behind.
ready. From what I saw, MAGA was ready to take that L.
Actually, I think so. I agree with
They
you,
was ready
right?
to take the L.
So,
They were like,
hold
you
on.
know
So,
what?
I agree with you, right? To a certain extent, that MAGA shit is gay as hell, right? To a certain extent, to a certain extent, the Republicans are gay. Like, check this, right? The Republicans like Milo.
Okay, so here's the thing.
They like Blair White. They like Blair White. They like Milo. They like that. They liked at one point Charlie Kirk had Candace Owens and a gay military black man. What was his name? I forgot his damn name, but they had him with Turning Point USA. Turning Point USA had LGBT black people in it from the get go with the black um gay conservative army guy.
Like I said, it's definitely gays on both sides, but the policy only comes from one side. That's the
No,
thing.
no, the policy comes from both sides. So this is where I agree with Ty City.
Show me one LGBT bill that was brought to a bill level by a Republican.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why, because let me tell you something.
No, no, no.
You have
I need
to.
to know the Republican gay bill.
Well, there's nowhere. I don't have
Exactly.
that
There's
for you.
none, but I can tell you the Democrats gay bill.
Well, hold on. Go back to Ronald Reagan.
What? This nigga done cut off on his own string. This is some ratchet. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm bad. I'm bad, right? So go back to Ronald Reagan. That was part of Hollywood. That also had a gay cabinet.
Dude, again, show me the policy that originated from the Republican Party, please.
I will show you the money and the people that came from the gay log cabin,
I don't care about
transgender.
gay people. I care about the policy. Show me the gay policy.
Follow the money, my nigga. Fuck the policy, nigga. Follow the money.
The policy is what affects all of us. That's why I don't care if a
No,
person is
the
gay.
policy, no, the
I
money
care if they're
affects the.
passing gay
No,
policy.
no, no, no. The money affects the policy.
All right, so Cass,
You a money guy, dog. Yo, Ramil, you a money guy, right?
show me a Republican who brought a gay bill to be voted on.
No, Ramil.
You're
Show,
not
I'll
going
show
to
you the.
find
I'll
it.
show you the money. I'll show you the
You're
money,
not
not
going
the
to find it.
policy. I'll show you the money.
Okay, well, my thing is, yes, there's gay people on both parties, but the policy that affects all the people comes from one side. See, the Republican gay people, they're like the 1990s gay. They trying to be, they still want you to, they still they try to keep it in the bedroom. All right, there's levels to this. All right, people, oh, it's equal. It's not equal. The gay shit is not equal on both sides. One side brings it to policy and tries to enact it, and so that the whole world can, you know, get a piece of it. And the other side, the Republican gays, they're more like, they just want to keep it in the bedroom for the most part. Not all of them. I'm just
I
saying. For
think.
them.
I think it's a money argument. I think it's a money thing. Um, like I said, it would have come down to, and this shit is bigger than just the because they said that the Dallas sniper supposedly today, they said he was a furry and he was anti-ice, but he only killed Hispanic people. I just don't believe any of this stuff anymore.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's no reason. I mean, shoot, that's a better take than I can understand somebody who just don't believe none of it.
It's I don't believe any of this stuff anymore. So if I don't believe any of this stuff anymore, that would force me to not take the leftist attack. They're blaming. So this is my thing, right? I think they found that these sexually confused, sexually gender people
Which
were
which which
a
party passed those laws to get to allow the children to be fucked with?
the Republicans.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, because I want to go back to Ronald Reagan, right? Because
I'm talking about the
Ronald
laws
Reagan,
that allowed the medical procedures on children, cutting their dick
Ronald
off.
Reagan, Ronald Reagan,
That's not
Ronald
a Reagan.
Reagan,
That's not Ronald Reagan. I know it's hard to
Ronald
say.
Reagan,
I
Ronald
know
Reagan. Yes, he did.
Ronald Reagan did not put a bill in to allow child to get mutilated because of they feel like it was
Hold
not.
on. Yes, he did.
Okay, what law? What did Ronald Reagan pass for that?
Ronald Reagan passed a law because Ronald Reagan wanted to bring gay people and trans people
I
into
didn't ask that.
into the economy, and the guy that was running against him, they both ran on the same slogan, right?
I didn't
So
ask that.
hold on, I'm telling you. So Ronald, so you remember when Obama ran on make change, right? Make a
On
change.
gay marriage, yes. On gay marriage, yes.
No, no, he don't. No, 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 no. Obama ran on change, not gay marriage. He ended up getting gay marriage,
That was change.
but
That was the change you were talking about. Gay marriage.
yeah. So I'll give you that. But he ran on actual change.
That's another example of
So,
policy coming. The gay policy comes from the left side. Just is what it is.
but no, what I'm saying
You
is
haven't given me a gay policy that
Ronald
came from
Reagan.
Republican.
And now I'm trying to
What
get back to
policy
it.
did
So Ronald Reagan was running against protect the children. But so the guy that was running against Ronald Reagan at the time for California governor was saying protect the children from gays and transgenders coming into our school. Ronald Reagan said protecting the children would be exposing them to these people so they wouldn't be afraid of them. So it was a right wing Republican that exposed children to transgenderism first. It was not a left winger. It was Ronald Reagan first. And it was Ronald Reagan first. Now you can argue that Hoover being a transgender and the free love movement did it, but I would
you just
stand
did? You already
on
said it. I mean,
but I was stand on.
as far as
And
the Ronald Reagan, though, as far as Ronald Reagan, I mean, once again, you still didn't name a policy. Okay, you just talking about who he had in his cabinet, the laws that affect all.
his cabinet ran on that dope, Ramil. So like, so
What
you talk
law
about
did
like
Reagan pass? What gay law did he pass? I'm waiting for you to edit. What law did Reagan pass?
half his cabinet was gay, and he passed
Trump
legislation
got
to
gay.
help. He passed legislation to help. He was the
What's the
Ronald Reagan.
what's the legislation? I
Ronald
want to know.
Reagan was the first one to give you legislation for gay teachers and
What
transgender
was that?
teachers.
What was that? What was that called? I want to look it up. I want to be educated. Like, what was that? What bill was it? What law was that?
I don't have the bill of the law, but you can look up the log cabin Republicans and the Reagan. See, back then they didn't need those things. They just needed a legislation. They just needed a cabinet. Now I agree with you. In modern times, you do need a legislation and a law. But back then, they just needed representation.
Okay, well, representation doesn't affect the population. Okay, that's why I'm focused on what
Well,
policies were passed.
obviously it did because look at Ronald Reagan and his cabinet, and look at us now. Even with the right wing Republican having Milo and Blair White and the gay black military
Okay, so
guy in there because like so it's the
we
same
live
thing.
we know we live in America, so there's going to be gay people around. I'm talking about the policies that affect all of the pop. Once a bill gets passed, like gay marriage, those things, a bill affects basically the whole population. So if they want to have gay people in their cabinet or whatever, I don't give a fuck. My thing is, and I don't even care about any of this really. It's just when people try to say the right and the left is equal when it comes to the gay stuff, that is just not true. It's
It
just
is
not.
true.
Oh, we just disagree.
I know. So and I'm willing to disagree respectfully with you on that, but it no, they are definitely they're definitely equally invested
Okay. Well, the
in
policy is not equal.
so let me tell you something. The right and the left are both equally invested in antinatalism. Antinatalism is the birth of less children, and the right and the left are both equally invested in that. That's just why they
I don't even
support.
think that's the case. I don't even think that's the case.
Yeah, it is the case.
No, 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 no.
Yes, it is the case because when every man in America doesn't have at least one child, that's antinatalism.
No, but because I think most men. Okay, so as far as being invested in that, do y'all be reading the actual laws that are actually like pushed into bill? Like y'all, this is my thing. When I had these conversations, like if you read the bills, like we were talking about the Illinois with the sex worker stuff, that is a
Mhm.
Democrat left. That's a left wing bill. Those are being brought by left
Is
Republicans.
it? Is it though? Is it though?
Yes, I read the
Is
bill.
it? Is it?
They put their names
Is
on
it
it.
when our conservative right wing politician Democratic when our right wing used to be a Democrat politician Donald Trump is pimping bitches right now in our face.
I don't
Erica
know.
Kirk.
I don't know who he's pimping, but I'm just saying that
Donald
the
Trump is
bills,
pimping Erica Kirk.
these
Donald Trump
bills,
is pimping Erica Kirk right now in our face.
he might be, but these bills are written by politicians. They have their names on. They have to sign the bills. They have to sign these bills when they file these bills.
Do they have to sign bills or allow behavior?
No, they have to sign the bill. It has to say this bill is presented by.
Ah, and this is why I ultimately disagree with you. See,
You can literally look at the
see,
bill. The politicians
Let
put
me
their
tell you
name
something,
on it.
Ramil, you done turned too square for your own self.
I turn too square for my own self.
Yeah.
I think I like being square these days, man.
No. There's nothing wrong with being square. Cause let me tell you something. I love being a square ass nigga, having a regular ass job. Forget the 401k. I grew you on the 401k. put that shit to XRP or gold or Bitcoin. Do something else rather than let these people play with your work experience, right? So I agree with you on that. But nah, man, like nah, you done got too you done got too clean for your own good.
I can't be clean. So hold on, I'm supposed to just stay a fucking just be in the gut of my whole fucking life.
Nah, see, there's no.
I ain't gonna cap, man. Things. I mean, look, life is good right now. Things
No,
is
life is
good.
good, but you done cleaned up, and I'm glad life is good for you. But brother, like you don't need to clean up to the point where you do to the point where you forget the reality of how this shit go.
No, I'm not. I think no. I'm living in reality. I think people. I think you guys have PTSD.
What was I have PTSD now?
Yeah, white people PTSD. Yeah, thinking that everything is to the
I have
extreme.
post traumatic slave disorder.
No, post traumatic stress disorder. That's what PTSD.
So I don't have no no I what so okay go with it then go with it. I'll let you
No, I'm just
substantiate
saying
your
this whole
argument.
thing, like with the white crash outs and we had to be worried about what's coming down. Like
How is that post traumatic when it's actually happening in
when you think white people gonna come after you on a on a
they
on
are.
a on
They
a,
are
on
because
a
they why
criminal
are white
level,
people so why are white people going to HBCUs and not going to public
that's
white
one
universities
video.
now?
They've been going to white universities the whole time. They did went to one HBCU and got ran off.
Nah, they see that they trying to redirect because they rather they see black people as a soft target.
I'm telling you right now, they just released.
Just like that white boy saw them
They
Mexican
just released.
nationalists
They just
as soft
released.
targets.
They just released the dates for the rest of that college tour, the same one Charlie Kirk was on. They still all the
That
way to white
guy,
colleges, and they bringing Tucker Carlson, bringing all the white, all the white celebrities, all the white political pundits. They're going to finish the college tour, and those are all white colleges they're going to. There's not one HBCU in that motherfucker, not one.
no, they're gonna add them.
Oh, they're
The
gonna add
reason
them.
why
Okay, okay.
they're gonna add them. Let me tell you something. They're gonna sneak them in. And they're gonna try to slide in there because they understand that white dynamics is not the culture because white people have picked their point and they're not riding with them. They're not riding with look. White people overall is not riding with the fascism. See, I think brothers like
Where's
you
the
are
fascism
allowing the
happening at?
fascists.
Where's the fascism happening?
The fascism is when you take over commentary control.
Who has
You
done
take
that?
over. Well, they fired Jimmy Kimmel,
He's
and they
back
try to
on.
also
He's
take
back on.
over.
He's back
They
on.
also try to take over religion. I am
Who's trying to take
a
over religion?
man. Hold on, let me show you something, man. Let me show you
Okay,
something
so
real
for
quick.
one, Jimmy Kimmel's back on. You know that, right?
He is. I'm glad he back home because they try to shut him down. But see, I'm part of the AME Zion, the African Methodist Episcopal,
I'm not
right?
religious, so I mean,
You know what? We need to find God, nigga.
I what?
You gotta find God. There's no way that you get. So let me tell you something. There's no way you can be a Solomon type nigga with all these hoes or hoes or bitches and not find God. Nigga, you got to find God no matter what you do. Whether it's bitches, money. Money
I mean, I believe
is
in a higher power. I just don't think I don't know what it is. That's the thing. I don't
well,
know.
God, because God, nigga, is the Holy Trinity. It's Jesus.
I don't know, man. I think they made that shit up in Rome.
No, don't. Jesus ain't. Nigga, you got to find Jesus over nigga. So look, Jesus is bigger than the pimping. So when Jesus rose from the dead, he told Mary Magdalene, a
Why ain't there no
hoe.
historical? How come there's no historical proof of Jesus?
There is a historical
There's
value. There is
no.
historical proof of Jesus.
There's no
So when
verified
Jesus
historical
rose
proof.
from the dead, he told Mary Magdalene, a hoe on his pimping shit, to tell that to go spread the good news. See, they lied to us, right? They lied to us, right? Telling the bitch to go spread that pussy for some money is a lie. Telling that bitch to go spread the good news of the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior, is the truth. Getting these women to preach the Lord Jesus Christ Savior die for our sins is way bigger than getting them to sell some pussy.
And you probably
That's just
right
why
about
I
that.
like feet. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just I mean, like I said, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. A white man did write that book. Okay, you talking about
No, the
somebody
white
crashed
man
out?
didn't. No, the
Yes, he
white
did. The
man
Bible
didn't.
was literally written by a white man. Yes, it
So
was.
did the Vatican? Did the Vatican and the Catholics and the Jesuits um create something that you call the NIV, the New King James Bible?
No,
You
King
can argue
James did
that.
it. Yeah, yeah. King James, a white man. King James was a white. King James was actually a gay white man, actually, as well. Did you know that?
Jesus Christ is better than Peter Thiel. See, Peter Thiel and
But
Jesus Christ is
King James was a gay white man, and people are studying his
see
Bible.
Jesus Christ is better than King James and Peter Thiel.
Where did Peter Thiel come from? What the fuck?
The Palantir, because Peter Thiel be trying to like rewrite the Bible, and see
I ain't know he
this
tried to
that
rewrite the Bible. What he tried to do? What he tried to come out with a new one or
he
something?
tried to rewrite the Bible and become the Antichrist with communist Christianity. Martin Luther King also worked on communist Christianity with at Stanford University. What does the state owe to Christianity? And let me tell you something, man. So God don't owe you no riches or no glory. But what I'm saying is, if you are a more Christ-like person, you probably will reach glory. That is where prosperity preaching and the evil comes through. See, the devil is always uh trying to take from what God did.
Hmm. Like I said, man, the God devil dynamic. I, I'm just not. I'm not trying to, if I really go in, I'm not. I'm trying. Look, when it comes to religion, don't get me started. Okay, it's just too many holes in it, and I just can't.
See, because that's why. Let me tell you something, yo. That's what happens when you befriend a nigga like Super Sly.
What?
Yes, nigga.
What the fuck does Super Sly got to do with this?
Yes, nigga. When you befriend a nigga like Super Sly, see, like, let me tell you something. Like Super Sly, I don't hate that nigga, but that nigga's a devil worshiper, right? And I'm glad that bitch called.
How do you know he's a devil worshiper?
That nigga had a Baphomet on his motherfucking hoodie one time on Sexy Red.
So
Back when Sexy Red was
that means he
yes.
worships the devil.
My nigga, that nigga be yes. Like you nigga, you be fucking with the Baphomet, my nigga. And that nigga be trying to make excuses for like devil worship. When Charlie Kirk wife threw up the devil worship, that nigga said it was love and peace and protection. That nigga be fucking with the witches and the warlocks. That nigga be fucking with
Like I said,
Satan.
I'm not familiar with all this. Okay, so I'm
Nigga,
not.
this is spiritual warfare, nigga. You either get on my side or you on the side of damn that nigga. Damn what's that nigga name? Super Sly. Super Thigh. That nigga. Like so
I never
I
seen
don't hate
Super
the
Sly.
nigga.
I never seen none of that. All I seen him talk about, he just,
That nigga
oh,
made good content. That's the devil, nigga. That nigga made some decent content, but that nigga fucking with Satan, nigga. So you gotta really, you
like I said,
got
I'm
to
not
not,
aware. Like I said, I'm not. I don't know
nah,
who.
you
Talking
gotta pick a path, nigga. You got to pick the path of the righteousness or the of Satan, nigga. And you either gonna be a DC sniper nigga or a pusher of faith and belief in humanity. So and Ramil, you and see, and there's a covering over your life. God bless you. God loves you. God loves you, Ramil. Yeah, you don't have to go towards the evil. You can proclaim your life to Jesus Christ right now. You can become saved,
Is this
and you
Sunday
can.
sermon, nigga? What the fuck?
No, hold on, yo. You can give your
This
life
is in
to
the church
Jesus.
when they try to,
Hold on,
in the
hold
church.
on, hold on, Ramil. You can give your life to Jesus right now. You can walk away from the evils, the politics, the evils, these women, the streets, you can walk away from everything. Capitalism, communism. You can walk away from all
You
of
walk away from
these
everything.
labelisms and walk away and walk towards Jesus right now.
You walked away from everything.
Yes, I really am at this point, man. I really want to just walk to even towards my cursing and like I do Muay Thai
It sounds like
boxing and
it sounds like I
yeah.
need to. Okay, well, it sounds like I need to. You talking about walk away from everything. Now, do I gotta? We gotta get the suicide hotline up over here.
No, 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 no. See, that's the devil. That's the
You talking about walk
devil.
away from
That's
everything?
that. That's what. See, you been fucking with Super Sly, right? That's that
I haven't
Super
watched
Sly.
nobody. I haven't watched nobody
No,
content, nigga.
that's that devil shit, nigga. When you walk away from everything, so this ain't the doomsday. See, I'm glad you brought it up because I brought up the rapture, right? People want to walk away, the rapture, the
Didn't
23rd or
he say the rapture was
24th
supposed to happen?
people.
Was supposed to happen? What happened today? Y'all niggas talking about the rapture.
Nah, I ain't say that. I never said the rapture was gonna happen.
Who said? I mean, y'all. There was a lot of people saying the
It,
rapture.
wa- it was, and I agree with you,
Yo,
right? But
that
them
shit
niggas,
ain't never happening.
because they walk towards Satan, not towards the Lord, my nigga.
You
You
still
gotta
here
walk.
too.
Nah, nigga, you gotta walk towards righteousness. See,
So
let me
you
tell you
missed the
something.
rapture. Hold on. So
Look,
you talking about
look,
Jesus? So how
look,
come you didn't
Ramil,
miss the
Ramil,
rapture?
confess your sins to the Lord. My, no, no, I'm not a Catholic. See, I'm a Christian. So I'm not asking you to
Okay.
confess your sins to me.
Why didn't you get
Conf-
taken with the rapture yesterday?
Because no, I don't. No, let me tell you
You in
something.
here with the rest of us.
I'm a Christian, nigga. So let me tell you something.
Christians believe in the rapture.
Let me tell you something. You need to daggone confess your sins to the Lord, not me, my nigga. Confess your sins and give up the game, nigga. See, I know we were talking about the game earlier, but I confess my sins. I gave up the game, and I'm walking
I gave
towards
up the game too. I
righteousness.
gave up the game too.
Nigga, so you on the right path, nigga. Now give it into the Lord. Then you need to pick the path that spiritual Hulk is on. That we gotta give up this evil, nigga, and get to the righteousness. And that's the way. It ain't getting a 30 out six. It ain't getting on top of a rooftop. It ain't engraving no bullets. It's finding God, nigga. That's the truth. Finding God.
All right. So
And yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And
ain't nothing.
and and, and
That's why I didn't speak. Ain't nothing wrong with your spiritual, religious. Because some people need religion. I ain't even gonna care. Some people literally need that
no, no,
shit.
no, no. You need religion. We all need it. So
I
let me
don't
tell
need
you something,
religion.
right?
I
So
need
like
spirituality. I don't need
so
religion.
when man went to war and all man believed in was his family, all right? The original tetrad, right? Man, woman, children, land, right? God or whatever, right? That failed, man. Man got dear John letters, find out children want his and all kind of crazy shit. But relying on the Lord, relying on the truth of Jesus Christ and the blood and the Trinity, that's bigger than the pimping, that's bigger than the war, that's bigger than
I don't know, man. I think the Holy
mathematics.
Trinity. I think that came from white people. So I'm not really.
No, 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 no. So why do you praise? So you praise white people?
No, I'm not the one praising religion. The book came from white people. It came from
No, it
literally.
didn't come from white people. It came from God.
No, it came from white people. They wrote it
Came
at the
from God.
council. It's the Council of Nicaea in 325
No,
AD.
no. So
When
the
all them
council,
groups,
I don't care about the council of Nicaea.
that's when the Bible. That's when the Bible was written.
So people came together on some Book of Eli stuff and changed the Bible. I'll agree with you. Yes.
Yeah, so you don't even know what version. Like they altered the fuck out that shit. You really don't know.
Nah, but see, I don't need but see the but God is bigger than the see. Look, so the Bible is great. The Bible is great, but God is bigger than the book. You
I hope
can't
so.
you can't you can't you can't you can't capsulize God in a book. You know what I'm saying? So God had
I
holes.
agree. I definitely agree. So that's why I can't fuck with it because I know a man wrote that. I don't think we can comprehend what the creator is who created all. I don't think we can even comprehend what it is.
The Bible is the most comprehensive. So I agree with you right on that point. But the Bible is yet the most comprehensive state of what
I don't
God
think
wants
man.
us to have.
I don't think man can even capture
Nah,
somebody who
because
created all this shit.
because you ain't know what, and shout out to Super Sly. Cause I'm subscribed to his channel too. Cause I watch the devil. I keep my eye
I don't
on
even watch
these
that nigga
devil
like that though.
niggas.
I don't know what Super Saiyan got to do with. I mean, Super Saiyan. I don't got no. I fuck with Super
Because
Saiyan.
he because right now you sound like one of them right now you sound like a Satanist, my nigga.
I sound like a Satanist because I'm spiritual and not. I don't believe in Jesus.
Spiritualism is rooted in Satanism, just like yoga, just like all these
Yoga is
things
actually.
that
I do yoga every day, and that is not.
yoga is Satanism. You a
How the
Satanist.
fuck do you know the purpose of yoga is? Y'all
Yes,
niggas
I
crazy.
get it, and all
What is
that breathing,
yoga?
breathing,
That's
and all that.
meditation.
Yes, all that breathing and hot yoga. You a say yo
Yoga is
Ramil,
actually an exercise,
Ramil.
actually a
You
workout.
are a Satanist, my nigga, and you need to come to God, my nigga. You are a
I'm not
Satanist.
gonna
You
give
need
up yoga, man. I'm sorry.
you do you just
That
gotta
shit had
give
me.
up yoga.
That shit has
Yoga,
strengthened. That shit literally has
you
strengthened my body.
yoga is inviting spirits. You got to listen to spiritual hope.
Yoga
Like
is
I
a
really
workout.
like. There's nothing wrong with working out and getting your body in shape and in order and it's spiritual.
More niggas need to actually do yoga.
No. You gotta like ask spiritual hope about like I'm telling you, if you ask spiritual hope and you ask Days of Noah, and you like forget asking them as men. Those are men that will tell you that yoga is evil. But pray, like I'm serious. I'm telling
This
you,
is fucking
pray.
crazy.
I'm telling you, pray on it. Really pray and meditate on it. And not don't meditate, but really
Why not
forget meditate.
meditate? Meditate. That's a Satan too.
Yes, it is.
Because that shit make
Pray,
me
like
feel good
yes,
too.
you gotta pray. Pray on. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Meditation is better than prayer.
No, meditation is not better than prayer.
Yes, it is.
You are a
Have you tried to
Crowley.
meditate before?
You believe it.
I'm
You
not an
believe it.
Aleister Crowley
You
guy.
believe you a Crowley nigga. You a
I don't
Crowley.
believe
You a
in that shit.
Crowley.
I don't fuck
Yes,
with
you
Aleister
yes.
Crowley.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
No.
do. You believe in the Bolshevich. You believe in
Yoga did not come from Crowley.
You believe in mysticism and the cabal. Yes, you
No.
do. If you believe in yoga, yes, you do believe in that stuff.
Yoga did not come from
Yes,
any
it did come from that stuff.
yoga came from the Eastern it came from ancient
What is
Eastern.
so Eastern is another form.
They're
Eastern
not
is a
Satanists over there. They're not
Eastern.
Satanists.
So people talking code. People talking code. Eastern is another form of paganism. Eastern is another. So rather than saying paganist, they say Eastern.
Eastern is like Hindu.
Eastern is paganism.
No, Eastern is where religions like Hinduism, Buddhism came from.
Hinduism. Do you know the spiritual witchcraft that goes into Hinduism? I went to. Do you know? You don't know the spiritual warfare that you in, and you need to go towards Jesus, and you need to
That's why
give it
y'all be
up.
having PTSD, white people PTSD, just following their religion,
I'm not following white people religion. You are
it is.
following.
Christian is a white religion.
No, you are following Satan, nigga. You are following paganism. Look, let me tell you something. Ramil, you are a pagan. You are a pagan.
I don't know, man. I just think
You are not a Christian. You're not a. You're not a. You're not. You are not of any Abrahamic faith. You're a pagan.
I mean if that's if you say so.
I'm not saying so. I'm just. Your words are telling me so. I don't want to make you a pagan. I
Is
don't
that
want
gonna
you to be this.
am I gonna lose any money being a pagan?
You won't lose any money, but you'll lose your
Yeah.
soul. I won't guarantee. I won't guarantee you the loss of money, but I can guarantee the loss of your soul being a pagan.
Right.
And so see there, there you go, right. So you don't but see this, you don't believe that you don't you see you think this is a game.
No, I don't. I told I believe in a higher power. I just don't believe in man-made, you know, man-made authority, man-made divine authority. Like that's a man-made. Man made those books. My connection is with the whatever the all-knowing is. It's just is cannot. There's no man in the middle of that. There's no intermediary.
So I agree with you, there's no pope and there's no Christian
No
nationalism.
author. There's no author who wrote the Bible. That's a man. God didn't write the Bible. God didn't take right to pull out a pen and
Well,
a
there's
paper.
some divine men that God
What
and
made those? There we
anointed.
go. So what?
Do
How
so
the fuck?
so
What made them men divine? Other men?
so you can be anointed, right?
How?
Right, and because you can be anointed by God, dog. Like when you give in, like when you
So what?
give
So you
in
saying those
to
men are more special than you? That's what you're saying.
so chess, right? So remember chess, right? When somebody give into the game, right? Don't they give into the anointment of the game? Don't they? Don't you always hear people say you got to be baptized in the game, or you got to like understand how it really work, right?
Man, look.
So you do have to be anointed and baptized into into the direction of God. Just like you have to be anointed and baptized to the pandering and the pimping of society, into the selling of society and man's desires and his sinful ways. I'm so, bro. You one of the realest. Let me tell you something, Ramil. I'll give it to you, my nigga. You one of the realest niggas on YouTube. When you said that we live that we are practicing a sin economy, you didn't bring up gig economy. You called it exactly what it was, a sin economy,
That's
and that
the
was an
actual name
anointing.
for it. That's the name. The name is called a sin. There is a category of businesses called sin businesses. That's the actual category of those type of businesses. I didn't come up with that. That's what they're called.
So my thing is, even though you won't give yourself credit for coming up with it, I'll give you credit for calling it what. Like I said,
That's
I'll
what it's
give you.
called. It's a
Well,
category.
some people will. Why does sin business try to recategorize itself as something else?
It
And
doesn't.
my respect for what you saying is you called it for exactly what it was, sin business. And a matter of fact, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. How often do you hear that term being used, sin business?
Not often, but that's. I mean,
So because you don't hear that term being used often, that means the people they're the culprit of that business are lying about it. So that's just why I'm trying to give you your props on calling it exactly what it is because no one uses that term.
they got sin stocks too, right?
I get it. Most stocks are built in sin.
No, they actually.
That's just why I bought Palantir.
No, what I'm saying is
That's just why I bought Palantir
man,
and Albacera and logistics and
those are not
AC and
sin companies.
ASML and
Those are
Merck
not sin.
and
Those are not sin companies. Those are not sin stocks. You need to look this up, man. There's actually a literal business category called sin businesses and sin stocks. They're based on companies that are operating like on quote unquote immoral businesses, like tobacco companies. liquor
Uh-huh.
companies, strip clubs. These are. It's called a
So
sin.
so so my question to you, Ramil, is how long are you gonna live off
Sin businesses.
off saying businesses? Yeah.
Well, I'm not active in the sin business now, but I would live off a sin business for the rest of my life. I don't give a fuck. I mean, why should I?
Are you
Look.
hold on, Ramil, are you willing to give your soul
I
for
don't have to.
saying business?
What do you mean, give my soul? I don't understand that. I mean, you got people who are.
Because you're better. Because do you think you're better than sin? Do you hold on? So they call it sin business. Do
Yeah.
you think you're better than sin?
Do I think I'm better than sin?
Can you look yourself in the mirror and say you can do better and be better than sin business?
I mean, I'm not in the sin. I'm in the actual vanilla field right now. I'm in the. I'm not in.
Exactly. So
I'm
you
not
were
in the sin
square.
business
You were
now.
square. You not in sin
But
business. You
I would
square.
definitely get back into one if the
So
opportunity comes
hold
back.
on, Ramil. Why did you go square rather than sin?
Well, I because so I can go and do a sin business anytime. I'm just right now. I just don't feel like it. But if the opportunity,
Why is square business actually more lucrative than sin business?
it actually is. It's not sin
It
business.
to see Ramil, that's why you dance with the devil, my nigga. You dance with the devil, my nigga. Square business is way more profitable than sin business. What do you think makes this world go around? Square business or sin business?
Both simultaneously.
No, they don't. See, sin business is the desires of men. Square business is the needs
You
of
know the category.
mankind.
Do you know the categories of sin business? Okay, so liquor store, alcohol companies are sin businesses.
That's true.
Okay,
Gambling is sin business.
exactly. These are very high.
Strip clubs,
Yes,
sin
these are
business.
high cash heavy, high performing businesses. Porn is a sin business. Okay,
Okay, I'm telling you,
guns is a sin.
Caterpillar Construction,
It's
Caterpillar
not a sin
Construction
business. That's
Company.
not a
No,
sin
no, no,
business.
no, 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 no. So Ramil, I disagree with you. Caterpillar Construction Company tramples a square business. Caterpillar tramples 3/4 of your sin business. You name me, you give me 3/4 of sin business. They can equate the Caterpillar company. One company, one company, one
Okay, so
company.
Lockheed Martin weapons are sin businesses as
No, they're
well.
not. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Are they listed or are weapons companies listed as sin business? Because that mean Palantir is a sin business.
No, Palantir does not manufacture weaponry.
They do artificial intelligence and the
That's
way and the
not
uses
weapon.
of it.
That's not. No, no,
Artificial
no.
inte- their uses
That's
of
not a
artificial
sin.
intelligence is a weapon of
That's not a physical.
is
That
a
doesn't.
weapon.
It won't kill you. A
Yes, it
weapon.
will. Yes, Palantir's usage of
No, it
artificial
won't.
intelligence will kill you.
No, no, it
They
won't.
they used it. They used it in Ukraine. They used it in Ukraine, and they use it in Russia. They used it in Gaza, and they use it
How long has
in Israel.
Palantir been a company?
Huh?
How long has Palantir been a company?
Since 2000, just like 2001 or two, since like
Okay.
2005.
Okay. Palantir. I still don't understand the hype because I mean one again again sin stocks and sin businesses they do literally have this category and weapons. AI is not a weapon.
You said what? And so AI technology is not a weapon.
No, not a weapon when it comes to like how a gun. Not no, it's not a weapon. No,
So a drone using AI technology to take out a patient or take out a person. Hashtag Phantom is not a weapon.
the drone is the weapon. or the gun is attached to it. The AI that
The
is
coordinates, the coordinates. So coordinates aren't weapon or aren't weaponry.
no, they're not.
That's a lie. 'Cause let me tell you something. I
Because
shoot guns.
you can
No,
take
no, no,
that
no, 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 no.
you can
You're
take that
wrong.
also,
You're wrong, Ramil. You're wrong.
you
I
can take
shoot
the
gun.
AI, you can take the
Ramil. I shoot guns, my nigga. I shoot guns. I have people spot me when I shoot something that like 600 or 700 yards out, and when they give me intel on wind trajectory, longitude, latitude, and I have to do that, and then they do the quick mathematics that lets me know whether I need to make
I guess
a
everything's a
one
weapon. Then
drop.
food's a weapon too. Then, if that's the case, you know what I mean? Like,
You said what?
okay, if that's the case, everything's a weapon. Food's a weapon too.
Food is a weapon. Food is a weapon.
There you go. So you everything's a sin business. That's what it is.
No, no, so it's just right. So if you I'm glad you said this, right. I do Muay Thai fighting, right? I do Muay Thai boxing. I'm not trying to hype myself. These are things I'm trying to do to make myself a better man, right? These are just things I do, like shooting. I'm a father. I try to do Muay Thai boxing and training. And how I eat trains my body. Why do you think so many athletes, football players especially, high 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 endurance athletes have a regimen of how they eat, because food is weaponry.
Okay, so
How I
everything if
eat,
everything to you
how
is a
let me tell you
weapon.
something. So remember, ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question, right?
Mhm.
So if me and you train, right? So let's hypothetically say me and you train to fight each other, right? And we have 30 days, right? You eat fruits and vegetables and drink plentiful water for 30 days, and I eat McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Taco Casana, JJ's Fish, and drink fountain drinks for 30 days. Who you think's gonna have the endurance or perform better?
Obviously, the healthier option, but I'm just saying, as far as that category,
So how is food not a weapon?
because I can't kill you with a hamburger.
I can, nigga, if I
The
nigga, if
whole
I'm
thing about
eating,
sin business is weapons manufacturing. They're specifically talking about.
if I'm eating better than you, and you're eating is a hamburger, yes, I can more than likely defeat you in endurance and beat you and kill you. So Ramil, that's just why I brought up the
So a
health
hamburger is a
regimen.
weapon.
That's why health regimen matters. If I eat better than you and I have a better body than you, I have a higher probability of defeating you. So health is a weapon. Why you think health has been weaponized against black people?
All right, everything's a sin business. Then fuck it.
No, 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 no.
According to your definition,
You no
everything's a
no 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 no
weapon.
no 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 no. Health is not a sin business.
Nah, because you said because sin businesses, weapons manufacturing is a part of sin businesses, and you're saying that
No,
everything's a
you
weapon.
you may
So
health you so so is so do you consider Mossberg or Remington or
those are sin
Springfield
businesses.
Armory sin business?
They are. I don't consider
Is
that.
manufacturing guns sin business?
It is categorized as a sin business. Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
No, it's
is.
not. That's considered as national defense business.
No, it is a sin business. Weapons manufacturing is a sin business.
No,
Okay.
it's not. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. You're gonna have to show me proof that manufacturing weapons or manufacturing protection is a sin
Just
business.
Google it.
So therefore, Palantir is a sin business.
It's not weapons manufacturing.
Yes, it is. It's artificial manufacturing of yes, it is. So it's Skunk Works is Lockheed Martin, that's sin business. Is is that's all sin business? Is the military in itself sin business?
Does the military manufacture weapons, or do they buy weapons?
They buy weapons.
Okay, so that's not military is not a sin business.
But the military kills people with those weapons, or is that a sin business?
No, the military is not a business.
The military is a business.
No, America is a business.
No, the military industrial complex
That's
is
not
a
the military.
business.
That's different.
That is the military.
The military and the military industrial complex are two different things.
No, the military industrial complex and the military
Just
are
like
the
a just like
same thing.
just like a prison and the prison industrial complex are different things.
No, they're not because if you have a prison and you're using that prison as a private institute to
The
create money
prison
for
industrial
yourself, it's
complex
the same
encompasses
thing.
the prison industrial complex encompasses the whole system. The prison is
Well,
just
and the prison is part of the system.
yeah,
It's
exactly,
like
but
the
it's not the
military is
same
part of
thing.
the military industrial complex.
But they're not the same. They're just one's a
They are
part
the
of them.
same. There's no way to separate them too.
Just like
They're just like we
yeah, you
have a
separate the
like
two. There's other aspects to the industrial complex. There's other aspects to the whole industrial complex. That's just one arm of the industrial complex, but it's not the same thing. When you join the
Ramil.
military, you're not joining the
Ramil, let me tell you something, man. Ramil, let me tell you something, my brother. Throughout this, and I'm glad you pulled up, and I'm glad you pulled up, and I got much respect for you, and I always will. But I think you have completely lost this entire conversation. And let me tell you something, and I'm glad to have you up here. It is not because I want to debate you. It's not because I want to debate you, because you're another brother. You're another brother. At the end of the day, you're another brother. So I mean, at the end of the day, we not debating. Like, I want you to know that we
I
not the
agree. I agree.
because America always want niggas to debate and argue and be mad at each other. You know what I'm saying? And niggas do diss each other and shit. But niggas still cool. So at the end of the day, I'm not even really debating you, but I just having a conversation with you, I disagree.
That's fine.
I disagree. I think that Palantir is part of the military industrial complex. This is why Eric Prince is having conversations with Peter Thiel. I think that the military industrial complex has encompassed spirituality, and they have turned spirituality into a commoditized military form. And that's just why I'm against spirituality over real religious beliefs.
Hmm. I understand.
Spirituality can always be weaponized by Palantir.
Religion
um
can be weaponized. Come on now.
can real religion be?
Yes.
No, that's
Did
spirituality.
they use the Bible to justify slavery?
No,
Yes.
no. I think you use I think you can use.
They did though. They literally
No,
used
no,
the Bible.
that was the spirit of those people. That was
But
the
they
spirit
used
of
the
those people.
Bible. They literally used the Bible verses to condone
No,
slavery. Oh my God! Come on.
they misconstrued
Whether they misconstrued or
perceptions.
not, but they used the Bible. They said,
Yeah, they did. That is true. That is true. They used the Bible as a form of. I agree. So hold on. So we see in the book of Eli. Can the Bible be used as a weapon? Yes.
"What do you mean a
Yes.
weapon?"
The Bible can be used as a weapon. We've seen that in the book of Eli. The Bible and some of its teachings can be used as a weapon. Yes. Matter of fact, America uses the Bible currently as a weapon. You say that America used the Bible as a weapon against blacks and put us in slavery. That is true. I agree with you. And America also used the Bible and its backing of Israel and its sinful genocide ways to destroy people. Yes, I agree with you. That is true.
All right, well, look. We're gonna have to agree to disagree. But before I gotta go, before I head out, somebody just bring up a good point in the chat. Since you're in the healthcare business, what do you think about Trump and Tylenol saying that Tylenol fucks up these hoes with pregnancy?
I'm glad you brought that up. That's
I ain't bring
amazing,
it up.
man.
Somebody brought it in the chat.
Well, somebody in the chat brought it up,
Sun,
and that's
Sunfish.
amazing. And that's amazing. I'm
Well,
glad they
what's
brought
your
that up.
thought as a healthcare worker?
I think that Trump has lost his mind. Um,
Why did he lose his mind saying that?
because I think Trump is against Kenvu. Kenvu is Kenveu, is the sister company that actually makes Tylenol, and they're not. I don't know if they're technically
Okay.
American.
But let
Kenvu.
me. But do but Tylenol themselves said that it shouldn't be taken in pregnancy. They literally put out a tweet.
No, 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 no. So there's medications, right? So if a medication is considered a class X drugs are medications that are forbidden to take during pregnancies, and Tylenol is not a class X drug. It's not.
It might
And
not be a
I've
class X, they literally said this in 20. I know you've seen the screenshots. They
mhm.
said it in 2017. Do not take this shit while pregnant.
No, so therefore it's so therefore, and then that's one of the things
They
you
said it
see
right
that.
out their own mouth though. They
Well,
said,
no, no, hold on, Ramirez, be careful. They
okay.
say that about most medications because most medications do have a side effect, and because of the liver,
Yeah,
because
but
just
what's so
right.
wrong about? How's he wrong about that? If you just
Well,
acknowledge it,
because if you overly tell women to take Tylenol during pregnancy, they might take a larger dose, more than 4,000 milligrams of Tylenol per day. Because pregnant women deal with pain, growing pain, stomach. I mean, just pain from this, this growing and walking
but
around with
y'all,
and pelvis.
they had studies on this on the link between Tylenol and autism already before Trump even said
Well,
it.
I don't know. That's the thing about it is, that's the thing about it is those studies that were put out how much Tylenol was ingested by those mothers. Now I'm not going to say that. So I brought this up with a lot of women in the labor and delivery because we give IV Tylenol because it's not just
So
about giving Tylenol.
y'all giving Tylenol to these pregnant hoes and fucking their
IV.
baby. That's what y'all getting. That's what that's
Yeah, we
why
give it IV. We give IV Tylenol because you have to realize IV Tylenol is very well for bone fractures or bone problems. And when a woman is,
y'all giving
pushing out a
Tylenol to females while they pregnant.
well, when they getting ready to push out a baby,
Tylenol literally just said, "Don't fucking take this shit while pregnant." Here y'all is sticking it in their veins.
it's not. This is not guaranteed or substantial science.
It
This is
is.
something. No, it's not. This is something that has been made by a couple of practitioners and a presidential candidate or president.
Tylenol themselves said, "Don't take the shit while pregnant." They acknowledge the brain damage it can cause
No, so
to the
why did not?
baby.
Why did Tylenol not create? Why did Tylenol not classify themselves as a class X drug
I
that
don't know.
could never
Probably
give
other
the
factors. But
huh?
I don't know why they didn't. Maybe because it's not. I don't know why, but I just know that you don't have to be a class X to be dangerous to pregnant. Um,
And it's okay. I will give in to that argument that class X drugs are not the only drugs that are toxic to the female womb. I'll give you that.
it's toxic to the baby inside the female's womb. They
Well,
say
that
it
was so
causes.
so this how there's a blood brain. This how there's a blood brain barrier. There's a placenta and there's a barrier between a mother and a baby have a different blood. They have a different blood circulation.
Yeah, but the blood it's still intertwined.
It does cross It does cross the it does cross the
It
placenta,
definitely
and it
does.
does
Yes.
cross the amniotic fluid and get into the baby's atmosphere. Yes, that's true. I don't know if Tylenol.
Why you have such a hard time? Is it because Trump said it? That's why you can't fuck with it.
No, 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 no. I fuck with. I don't hate Trump. I don't hate Trump.
Cause you got
I
bitches over
just
here taking Tylenol pills and shit, trying to prove this
no.
shit wrong.
So melatonin is more dangerous to children than Tylenol.
Ain't nobody say nothing about melatonin, nigga.
No, see,
Tylenol.
therefore, see, there, melatonin is more dangerous, and I really think that Trump is mad at Kenview or mad at. So let me tell you something. So Trump
But
complained
how
about.
was he mad about them when how was Trump mad at them or whatever you're saying when Tylenol themselves said don't take this shit while you're pregnant. They literally said it. Don't take while you're pregnant.
Well, their stock went up because Trump was hating on them.
Okay, what's that? What does that mean?
That people realized Trump was lying. Trump made it
How was
realize.
he lying? You just said it was how what did he
No,
lie about?
Trump made it seem like he was about to drop um a major health um like he's really going to drop something that was going to change the American healthcare system, and he didn't. Like there have been plenty of studies out questioning Tylenol, and they were questioning Tylenol based off the liver toxicity so if it was toxic to the liver and caused enlargement or
Which it
cirrhosis of
is,
the liver, what
which
could
it
it
does.
potentially cause within the rest of the body? So that there's been a major look at the production of Tylenol, not just the medication
Yeah,
of
but we're talking
Tylenol,
about the
and the dosage and,
Tylenol.
and the dosage in which it was given.
We're talking about the Tylenol for these pregnant hoes. That's what we're talking about. And
Hmm.
the nigga did not say nothing wrong when he said Tylenol can increase the autism in babies. They have plenty of peer-reviewed studies on this. And
They
again,
don't have. They don't have. They have plenty of
they're
review studies.
peer-reviewed. They're
They,
peer-reviewed.
they, they so let me tell you, I
I
know
know you. I
women
know you
that,
can't believe it because
bro,
Trump said it.
I know women that took Tylenol while they were pregnant and their baby came out perfectly fine.
That's
My baby mama,
anecdotal.
my baby mama took Tylenol. My son perfectly fine. So
That's
the thing
fine.
about
That's
it is,
anecdotal. That's
is so
speculation.
therefore they're looking at they're looking at a different level of toxicity. They're looking at liver toxicity. They're looking at liver toxicity. They're looking at dependence and addiction. Women that take a lot of medications on an addiction level rather than just I have a fever and I feel
Look,
bad
man. Look.
level.
Look, man, I'll be taking them medications made in the lab, you know what I mean, and these fucking
A
vaccines.
thousand milligrams of Tylenol is unlikely to give your let's say 1,000 milligrams a day. Let's say 1,000 milligrams a day is unlikely to give your child autism than vaccinations and all the other stuff.
Now all that shit is fucking up the kids now when they can't read, can't pay attention, and they all got ADHD. You know, with all this artificial shit.
But you know what, Ramil? It was great having a conversation with you tonight, brother. I'm glad you pulled up. We had a great conversation. I'm glad, your debate, your pushback was warranted, but it wasn't sufficient.
Okay,
Yeah, I will tell you, brother, that your pushback was warranted, but not sufficient. Um,
fair enough, fair enough.
but thank
Somebody
you for
was in the
pulling
back.
up.
Somebody in the back. You can want to come up.
You said what?
Somebody in the back was begging you to come up.
Hold on, somebody in the back. Nah, they ain't back there no more.
Okay, well look, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Yeah, I was able to get through my work. This was lit. So yeah. All right.
We didn't get to the Dallas sniper and how
We
he's
did.
a no. We didn't fully get into it.
Go ahead
He's
real
a
quick,
white,
man.
no, he's a white crash out. And I told
I
you on
agree. He's
Tie
a white
City,
crash out. He's a white crash out.
I told you so. So can we agree that me and what's the other brother name? Uh damn, me and the other brother, I forgot it, he had a cartoon, he had a cartoon avatar. Me and the other brother,
The Dallas Sniper is a white crash out. I don't think there is a great white crash out in mass where
yes,
white
there
people are
is.
increasing. Well, if it happens, it happens. I just they said Butch said by Christmas.
Yes, nigga, it's already happening. We've already proved our point.
If y'all no,
No,
y'all
no,
gotta
no.
pull up some
Me,
numbers.
Me
You gotta
have
pull up some
already.
numbers.
No, me and Django already proved that point, dog. The great white crash app is the great
No,
white
you gotta pull
crash
some
app has
numbers,
already
man.
happened.
You gotta pull some numbers, man. If you show an increase in white
How many
crime,
dead bodies? Hold on. So now you're doing this dark
no,
night. Now
no,
you're
okay,
doing this dark.
I'll give you this. If let's say white on white crime increases like 20% or something, then I'll be like,
It
you know
already
what?
has. It's at 30%. You're late. So how many bodies do you need?
Where do you
Let
know
me ask you a question.
where you getting that from? 30% increase.
With all the crimes they've consistently committed within the past 6 months, it's at
Bro,
a thirty
where
percent
is your
increase.
data points to say that it's at a 30% increase? Or are you just making this up?
No, I can't make. Why? I'm black, nigga. I can't make nothing up. I'm not smart enough.
Oh my God.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. But no, this is real shit. It's 30%. No, it's 30% up.
Mhm.
You believe in this white nationalism,
I don't believe in
and
none.
you
I don't believe in
and
white nationalism.
no, yeah, you do, because if you don't believe that white people are crashing out at a record level, this is bigger than
Not a record
Timothy
level.
McVeigh. This
Not
is
a
bigger
record
than
level.
Oklahoma bombing. This is bigger than 9/11. This is bigger than
Look,
this is
man, when
this.
the FBI statistics come out and next, and they say if they say white people are in crime has increased
So why do you
30%,
need
like
the
you said,
FBI to tell you that? Your eyes are telling you that.
because
Your
your eyes
eyes
can
are
only see
telling you
so much.
that.
Your eyes can only see. It's like an ant on a concrete. You can only see so far. That's why you need data. This is why black people. This is exactly why.
Remember, you got black
Yeah,
fatigue
no, I don't. But I'm saying this is why black people don't have businesses like that because we don't understand numbers and
because
math.
no, you don't understand numbers.
I do. That's
So
why
you
I'm a
so
business
you
owner.
think so you think per capita, because every white person ain't crashing, because 30 to
Increase in
45% of white
crime.
people ain't crashing out, it ain't major.
No, the vast majority of white people are not crashing out. Now, if you show an increase, that's why I go to the
So
numbers.
it's a 30% increase, and
Where did you
it's
get
going to
that
lead
from?
to a majority.
Where did you get that? The majority of white people. Okay, where did you get the 30% increase in white crime from? I just want to know. I want to look at it.
I got that from white people.
Okay, so you don't even have a source. You just got that from white people. So that's why it's not real. Just because the media shows a story doesn't mean the crash out's happening. You guys want a crash out to happen
No. I don't want that. So why do I see you? There you go.
because
Blaming black people.
there's this need.
Blaming black people.
I'm
Why
not
do I
blaming black
want the white fatigue and the white fatigue is not happening?
because so that y'all can be proven right.
I'm not trying to be proven right, nigga. I want to be a good American citizen. I want to praise God,
White
nigga,
people are.
not be
Look at it like
right.
this: the wealth disparity between black and white is so far. Y'all really think it's about to be like it's gonna be a long time before they get down to on this level of
No, white people have money in a small, secluded sector. The majority of white people don't have money.
the average wealth, the median, or even the median amount of money that a white family's worth is so far surpassed a black median family.
So why come the average American family can't afford a $500 emergency?
That study was a flawed study. They said
I
I think they surveyed like 1,000 people for that shit. Okay.
No, Ramiro. No,
You read
Ramiro.
that study,
I'm
and it was actually $400. Okay, they said the average American don't have $400 for an emergency, but that study they only asked 1,000 people.
Exactly, and you would think out of 1,000 people, they'd have that $400, and they didn't.
The average of the 1,000 people.
The average didn't, and that's sad.
Who don't know?
Four
I don't know.
hundred
I
damn,
don't know. I got to
four
see where
hundred,
people
four
from.
hundred damn dollars, two pair of Jordans.
Yeah. So and people in Jordan selling out every day. So what does that tell you?
They niggas that no, they
That
selective
shit was
niggas.
stupid. That
They they
shit
they
was
they
dumb.
they select they a selective amount of
If
niggas
the
that got
average, if
money.
the average motherfucker cannot afford a $400, how are Jordans still selling out every day?
Cause they a selective amount of niggas that got money.
No, no, the broke people be having Jordans.
Because they out here doing selective money
My
shit to
thing
get
is,
them Jordans.
so my thing is, look again. So the great white crash out. If you have solid data that says, yo, white on white crime has increased at this much percentage in the past year, I'd be like, oh yeah, it is white crash out. But a media story is not going to make me think that just because you show some white person or even just show some black person doing some shit. I'm not going to think that black people are crashing out because they show a story of some nigga bugging out online or on the news. I just think that's actually, if you really think about it, I mean, if you let a news story dictate how you think a group of people are moving instead of looking at the economics and looking at the numbers, then that's just low level.
Also, I'm being low IQ.
I didn't say low IQ, but it's a low level of thinking by letting a media story make you think a whole group of people is crashing out. I think it should take more than a media story. I think it should take time to actually, look at what's going on and just, you know, instead of looking at a news story. I mean, news are meant to sensationalize so they can make money.
All right, well, you know what, brother? It was a great debate, and thank you for pulling up. But I'm about to take my ass to sleep and
Yeah,
get
I'm
ready
out
for
here.
tomorrow at work. You stay blessed, man,
How you
and
too?
don't become a white supremacist.
All right, man. I'll holler at you, man. Peace.
All right, stay up, brother. Stay, you stay cool, man.
All right, you too. You too. All right.
Yeah, man.